email campaigns should usually bring in half of your email revenue, with the other half coming from flows. But most brands that I see struggle to stay consistent with this because they're winging it week to week. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build a high converting email campaign calendar from scratch. So you always know what to send and when to send it, so you never miss out on campaign revenue ever again. So building an email campaign calendar, it's come down to a simple three-step process. And at my agency, we use this three-step process to take the guesswork out of what to send and when. But just before we get into that, for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Sodik Patel. I'm the founder of OneRate Digital, and we help e-commerce brands run email and SMS marketing to help them make more revenue. And all my links will be in the description. So when it comes to this three-step process, it's very simple. Step one is determining the important dates and inserting them into the calendar. And then step two is adding supplementary emails to these important dates. And then step three is filling in the gaps for your campaign calendar to have 3 to 4 campaigns per week. And these gaps will be filled in with micro topic campaigns. So let me give you a bit more detail about that. So step one is all about anchoring your month. So you want to look at the big picture and drop in your non-negotiables. So think of this as major holidays such as Christmas or upcoming product releases or launches, or maybe even restocks, or any specific sale dates that you may have. So this is anything that's tied to a date, essentially. You just put all these into your calendar, and these will essentially be the pillars of your calendar. And then step two is about building momentum with those pillars. So you don't just want to send one email on launch day and call it a night. You need to layer in supplementary emails to build anticipation, to tease certain events, and to set urgent reminders for the event and then the closing of the sales, etc. And then finally, step three is filling in the gaps to make sure your brand stays on top of mind without burning your audience with constant sales pitches. And you do this by adding educational campaigns with micro topics. So campaigns just focused on one particular topic. And this will keep your engagement high and drive actual value to your audience. So now what we're going to do is we're going to build a campaign calendar for Push Gummies live in this video. And firstly, what we do, we go back to step one, which is determining the important dates. And I've used AI to give me some important dates that this brand can use. And this brand is based in New Zealand. They're not running any campaigns at the moment, so this will be perfect for them. All I've done is extract these dates and put them into this calendar. So we've got World Chocolate Day, which is on the 7th. We've got Maori New Year, and that'll be a community message plus a sale. Then we've got World Emoji Day, where we'll show favorite product pics. Then we've got National Ice Cream Day general promo. We've got Christmas in July sale. Christmas in July is something that is celebrated in New Zealand. This is what AI told me because their coldest months come in our summertime. And then lastly, we've got International Day of Friendship, Gym Buddy shout out. So that's very simple. And now this becomes the pillar for our content calendar. Next, we go to step two, which is adding the supplementary emails. So as you can see, I've added supplementary emails to the main important pillars in our calendar, and this is the Maori New Year and the Christmas in July. So for the New Year, we've got an email about 5 days before explaining the history and meaning of the Matariki, which is a Maori New Year, and this is to build anticipation for that event. And then one day after that, we've got a last chance email reminder for the sale for that specific event. And then the next supplementary email we have is the Christmas in July one. And this is just a mid-year check-in to see how their audience is doing. Okay, so now step three will be fill in the gaps for 3 to 4 campaigns per week. So as you can see in green, we filled in the gaps with micro topic emails. And so we've got product review showcase from last month. So showcasing the reviews that have come in from last month. Then we've got a creatine myth busting email. I forgot to mention this is a creatine gummy brand, so that's why we've got that. Then we have tips to recover faster after a workout because most of their audience might be um, into fitness. Then we've got perfect shoulder workout because again these could be gym goers. And then lastly we've got community gym fit best picks. So these could be the best gym fits from your community, which you can do some Instagram poll on and then get those pictures. And so as you can see, By doing this three-step process, we've now got a completely filled out email campaign calendar where we've got almost at least 3 emails every week, apart from the last week and the first week. And this is because we've got quite a few um, main pillar events, so I didn't want to crowd the calendar too much. But that's pretty much it. And this is ready to go. You can now plug all of these ideas into AI and it can give you all the angles you want for these emails. So next, we're going to do another example, and this is for a brand called Kishkin, and they do skincare, and the founder recently won the UK Apprentice for this year, and so they don't have any email campaigns in place. I signed up to their list, so we're going to make them one right now. So step one, as we've seen before, is put all the main dates in for our brand. So for this, we've got World Chocolate Day again, and we can do a giveaway here. So this could be something like send in your favorite chocolates to us via email, and then we'll do a free product giveaway to the winner. And this is a very clever way to drive engagement for your emails. This improves your deliverability tremendously because you've got so many people replying to your emails. And then we've got a product restock. This is obviously hypothetical. I don't know the brand. Maybe they've got other dates they want to put in. Then we've got World Emoji Day again, same as the other example. Then we've got National Ice Cream Day, and they could do a reminder hot day. Remember to put your SPF on. And this is because this is a skincare brand, so it makes sense to tailor the messaging around that. Then we've got International Self-Care Day, and that fits in very nicely with the brand because it's all about skincare, so you can do a sale here. And then we've got National Lipstick Day. Again, the audience is mainly females, so this will work well. And then International Day of Friendship could be a gift bundle for friends, and you could run a discount for that. So there's a lot of things we could do just in step one here. And then we've got step two, which is adding the supplementary emails to these dates. So we've got the product restock teaser, which we can have 2 days before. And then we can have International Self-Care Day sale announcement. So you can actually make the sale go live 2 days before to make sure that everyone gets in on it. And everyone who is on your email list that receives this, you give them enough time to actually read the email. Then we go to step three, which is filling in the gaps for 3 to 4 campaigns per week with micro topics. And so we've got the first one. This could be a founder style email, biggest lessons from The Apprentice, where the founder could go and write a short little paragraph. And this will work really well to drive engagement because most of the traffic that they're going to get is organic, probably pushed from the founder. So it makes sense to have the founder involved in the marketing. And then we've got community transformation highlight. So they market their products to help with acne. So you could highlight one specific case where your product helped and you could give information about that in that email. And then the next one could be benefits of niacinamide, which is one of the ingredients you use in your products. And it's a very popular skincare ingredient. So this could be a potential for educating your audience on that. And then we've got this one, which is outline a scientific study. This could be anything. You could just ask AI to find a scientific study on skincare related things and put that in a nicely designed email, and you can send that to your audience. And then number 11, how is rose hip oil made? This is one of their main selling points slash main ingredients in their products, and so you can actually show with your audience how it's made. And then lastly, we've got guide to keeping healthy lips, and this could be just a simple 3-step guide to keep your lips healthy, and this ties in very well to National Lipstick Day sale. So by following this 3-step process, you have all the tools that you need to create a great email campaign calendar month after month, and you can even plug this system into AI and let it make it for you. So now you have no excuses in sending consistent campaigns that are high quality to your audience to drive that email revenue. And if you need any help with that, just reach out. My links are in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.